this morning. We're going to get you ready to have a whole bunch of wins. So I hope you're ready for it. What's up over on the conference line over 5606? Good morning to you. And to all of you joining me on Facebook and YouTube, y'all can help me out by sharing your posts. Get somebody else to be a part of the post. Okay, 3373 5825. Good morning to you. Pray that all is well with you. And as people begin to join the stream over on Facebook and on YouTube, I want y'all to be reminded that this is another week of winning. Yeah, that's another week of winning. Good morning, T. How are you? Good morning. I pray that your day is off to a great start. So come on, y'all. Let's get in. Let's get in. Let's get it started. Good morning, Miss Carlos. What's up, Mia? How you doing? I pray all is well. Yeah, we're going to have a great 10-minute tune-up today, y'all. Yeah, we're going to have a really, really good one. Hey, Sister Rhonda. Hey, Sister Rhonda. Good morning to you. That's my neighbor, y'all. She's a good neighbor too. Not everybody are good neighbors. You know, you make sure you a good neighbor, uh, so people can talk well of you. So Rhonda's a good neighbor. So I appreciate her friendliness. Her and First Lady got this thing, man. They good people. They good people. Okay, come on, y'all. Let's get in here. Let's get ready for this 10-minute tune-up so I can get my time started, man, because I got a lot to cover. I got a lot to cover in this time that we have together. Time's gonna be well spent. Good morning, Sister Trina. Hey, Sister Elder Gilder. Yeah, we got to cover some stuff this morning, y'all. We got to really cover some stuff, and so I want to make sure as many people are in, and I want to keep your minds focused on what we're going to be talking about, man, because this is really a week. This is a week's motivation. I'm going to need you to stay focused this whole week. What's up, Elder Dexter? Hey, what's up, Brother Norman? How you doing, man? All right, so I'm going to get my time started because we got some stuff to cover, and I want to make sure that we are able to cover it all. So let me get my time started. So for those of you that are like me, that had old school parents, and those of you that had parents that brought you around the church, man, they kept you around the church, and when you was in those churches, no matter what the denomination was, every church, every denomination have some sayings, right? And even throughout Christendom, there are sayings, and there was one saying that I know all of you remember. And the saying is, count your blessings, name them one by one. Yeah. And they tell you that so you can remember what God has done, because the way life is, man, we as humans tend to focus more on the negative, the problems, the challenges, the difficulty, and that's just human. That's human nature. No, that's human nature. This ain't a slant on nobody. You ain't necessarily depressed. That's not how it goes. It's just that you want things to be better, and because you want things to be better, the devil has this ability to shift your thinking to the negative. But you have got to do like the Apostle Paul says. He says in Philippians, the 4th chapter, he says, you got to think on these things, whatever's good, whatever's of a good report, whatever's honest. You got to make that intentional effort to focus on those things, because if you do not take the time to intentionally focus on what's good in your life, then your life is going to be problematic. It's going to be frustrating. It's going to be frightening. Now, you're going to be able to live life, but it ain't going to be a good one. It is definitely not going to be a good one. And so I want to talk to you today. I know some of y'all, especially the top members, man, y'all been hearing me talk about stacking wins. Not only do I want you to stack wins for the sake of winning, but I want you to stack these wins as trophies, if you will. Things that you look at, and when you look at them, you see that I was successful at it. I was successful at something. So I need you to stack some wins every single day. I need you to take time to at least stack 2 wins from previous. I don't care if they are old wins, man. Stack them anyway. Yeah, stack them anyway. That's your trophies. That's your trophies. You got to hang these trophies out before you. That's what trophies do. Trophies remind people of the successes that you have accomplished, right? And so your wins in life is your trophy. It is your trophy. But and let me give you some specifics for the reason why. For the reason why stacking wins is important. Here's the first one, and I'm gonna give you 7. So I got a lot to go through for my note takers. I need y'all to work this morning and put this stuff in the chat if you're on Facebook or on YouTube. So here's the first one. The first one is this. The first one is that stacking wins serves as your reminder. Serves as your reminder. Because just like I said before, man, you need to remind yourself that your life hasn't just been all losses, because that sometimes can be that approach to life. It can make you feel like, man, I don't ever win. I hear people all the time, man, I can't win no lottery. Why? I don't never win nothing. I don't never win nothing. Or I'll never win no raffles. Not me. I take raffles all the time and I never win them. Let me explain something to you. Just because you don't win a raffle, just because you don't win when you go to the casino, I ain't gonna be acting like that some of y'all don't go to the casino. Just because you don't win when you do those things does not mean that you are not successful and you do not win. That you don't win. You win at so many other things. You win at so much other stuff. You just got to remind yourself with those other things that your life is not only filled with losses. That's what you got to do. That's why you stacking these wins as your trophy. And then number 2, you got it serves as it helps you to remember. It helps you to remember. You know, the Bible says, as he thinketh, as a man thinketh in his heart, that's what he becomes. So is he. So is he. So what you're thinking does, it helps you to continue to think that winning is who I am, right? The more you think about winning, the more you think about the stuff that you succeeded at, the more you do that, you become what you think. You become a winner. If you only think about losses, you are going to be a loser. But you can't just think about losses. You got to think about winning. And the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. So continue to think win, right? Even if you just experience a setback, some disappointment or whatever, continue to think win, because the more you think win, the more you'll be a winner, right? Here's the third thing. It gives you a response. Every time you stack a win, it gives you a response. It gives you a response. What am I responding to, Pastor Dexter? I'm responding to the lies that the devil tells that victory for me is not possible. Because that's what the devil is going. He's going to always send you propaganda saying you can't win. That ain't going to work. That'll never happen. You're going to be by yourself forever. You can't afford that car. You'll never move out of that neighborhood. Your child ain't gonna never act right. You gonna always have problems. You gonna always be sick. No, that's the devil's lies. And he tries to feed those lies to make you feel like life for you is all about losing. You never have no success. No, you gotta have a response to the devil. And every time you look at one of them trophies, one of them wins, every time you tell the devil, nah, man, I done won before. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me that I'm not a winner. You ain't gonna sit here and tell, I got a call before, I moved out of the house before, I was married before, so if I was married before, I could be married again. My child can be delivered. Everybody else's child is delivered. I've had some other deliverance happen in my life, so this is no different. Listen, I can win. So you can respond to the devil when he tries to feed propaganda that has no success potential. That's what you got to do. You got to be willing to respond to the devil. I know some of y'all don't like talking to the devil, but you better start talking to him. Don't you be intimidated by it. You tell him, say, the devil, you a liar, and the truth is not in you, and that's the word. That's what Jesus. The devil is a liar, and the truth is not in him. No, he cannot tell the truth. He cannot tell the truth. And every time he tells you something, you chalk that up as a lie. You know it's something different. If he tells you you will not win, if he tells you you will not win, then you gonna win. Yeah, because he's a liar. He's a liar. What this is the fourth thing. Here's the fourth thing. The fourth thing is every time you look at your trophy, your wins, when you stacking them wins, every time you look at them, what it does is it gives you a resolve. It gives you a resolve because sometimes we feel like we want to give up. But when I look at that win, when I see myself winning, what it does for me is it gives me the hang in there. It convinces me I can't give up. I'm too close. I'm so close. I cannot give up. I cannot throw in the towel. Not now. Why? Because I got to hang in there because winning is around the corner. Winning is next door. Winning is on my street. Can anybody testify this morning that winning is on your block right now? Winning is on your street right now. The street you win, you on Winter Street and it's about to knock on your door. It's about to knock on your door. So it gives you the resolve. It gives you the resolve to not give up and not give in. That's what it does. Every time you look at a win that you've had, okay, winning is possible for me. Winning, why? Because I've won before. So I got to refrain from this feeling of wanting to give up. I can't give up. Not right now. I'm too close. That's the resolve. Now the refrain. I think I went into my next one. You got to keep yourself from saying success isn't possible. Now that's gonna take some work, y'all. That's gonna take some work because some of us have problems with our mouth. Yeah, some of us have problems with our mouth. Yeah, you got to refrain. You got to keep yourself from saying that success is not possible. Now that's gonna take some work. Now look, I can already see I'm gonna be over on my time, y'all. I can already see that. But listen, I gotta give these to you. So you gotta refrain. You gotta refrain from saying that success is not possible. Here's what the Bible says. The Bible says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Right? If you got a whole lot of something in, you're gonna say it. Right? So if it's in your heart, you got to do everything possible to keep yourself from saying what you do not want to have. Because remember, your words frame life for you. The Bible says death and life is in the power of the tongue. And that many of us, our tongues becomes poetic for us. It becomes the pen that writes our life. It writes the chapters of our lives. So you got to refrain from saying the things that's negative to your future. You got to do that. And I don't care who you are. Everybody's got to do it. I don't care if it's a successful person. I don't care if it's a pastor, whoever it is. If you're going to succeed in life, you got to refrain from saying things that's counterproductive to your success. Here's the sixth one, y'all. I'm just about done. I appreciate y'all hanging in there. Listen, here's the sixth one. Your wins, watch this. Your wins, every time you stack a win and you make that win visible to the public, what it does is it reassures others. Your approach to winning reassures the people around you that winning is possible for them. And you create winners because of you stacking wins. See, God doesn't just want you to be about yourself. So many people are self-consumed. They only want to win for themselves. But real people, if I got some real people in this post today, if I got some real people on the conference line, see, real winners want others to win. And I'm not intimidated by you winning. If you're winning, it doesn't diminish anything from me. I need you to win. I need to be around winners. I need to be around people that's winning. No, and I'm not talking about picking people just to be around that's winners. I'm talking about helping the people around me to be winners. That's what God has called us to. We're supposed to help others. We're supposed to help other people win. We reassure others that winning is possible when we stack our wins and we set them before the public so they can see that winning is possible for them. So now we running with winners. Listen, how many of y'all running with winners? Listen, The people around me, I want them to be winners, man. I want everybody to win. I don't want me to only be the person who shines. I want all of our light to shine. I want every last one of us to be winners. That's what I want. And here's the last thing, the seventh thing. Here's the seventh thing. The seventh thing is this: is that every time you win, you stack them wins and you put them wins out as a trophy. You know what you do? It gives you something to rejoice about. It helps you to rejoice. That's what it does. It helps you to rejoice. What are you saying, Pastor Dexter? See, when you stack wins, it keeps you happy. It makes you joyful. It gives you something to live for. Because when I see wins, when I see those trophies of wins, when I'm stacking wins, man, when I'm stacking them wins and I'm putting them wins on my trophy shelf, my win shelf, every time I look at one, it gives me joy. It gives me joy. That's right. It gives me joy. Listen, let me explain something to you. I know many of us are sports fans, and I know how you feel when your team loses, because I feel the same way sometimes. When I see my team lose, I feel some type of way. Yeah, I'm not out there playing, but when they lose, I feel some type of way. And so what I've got to do is I got to revert back to the last time I saw them win, because I know for them winning is possible. I know they can win. I know they can win. And that brings me joy. Listen, yesterday was rough for me, y'all, because that was a hard loss to the Atlanta Falcons. You know, there's a couple of teams that the Saints fans do not like, and Atlanta is one of them. But yesterday it was difficult for me. So I had to look at another win. I had to go back to the Dallas win. Listen, I had to go back to the Dallas win to get my mind right. I said, okay, they beat them people 42-0. Now they lost by 2 points yesterday, so I got to get my mind right. I got to get my mind right. So I caused myself to have some joy. Yeah, I caused myself to have some joy. Yeah, I caused myself to have some joy. When I look back at the Dallas win, so what the reason why stacking wins are so important for you is because every time you stack a win, you give yourself something to look at. When on those down days, it helps you to rejoice. Yeah, it helps you to rejoice. It helps you to enjoy life. Life is not just losing, y'all. Life is not just losing. So don't you allow the devil to make you believe that all life is about is losing, because it's not. That's why our foreparents, and I close with how I opened up. Our foreparents said, count your blessings. Name them one by one. Yes, Lord. Come on now. Y'all got to count your blessings. Every day you wake up, count your blessings. Every day this week, when things are looking bad, start looking back at what's blessed in your life. All right? All right, I got to get off of here. I went over time. Y'all. So listen, have a great day. And, oh, man, this was another winning week. I need y'all to start stacking them wins, man. Stack some wins. What's up, Sister Sheila? How you doing? All the way on the East Coast, Sister Sheila. What's up with you? How are you? I appreciate you being on this morning. And to everybody else that's on, listen, y'all go out there and stack some wins, eh? Yeah, eh? Yeah, Anita, y'all go out there and stack some wins, man. Stack some wins up, Kay. Y'all, Donna Kay, Sister Karen, y'all go stack some wins. And listen, y'all have an amazing week. Y'all know Pastor is cheering for you. I want you to win. I want you to be a winner. We're going to be winners together. This is the winning circle. Yeah, this is the circle of winners here in the 10-minute tune-up. All right, y'all. Be blessed. I'm out.